Yo, what's going on, Dragon Ballers? Welcome back to another video. At the risk of making some people salty and potentially causing some buyouts, we're going to talk about 7 cards you should pick up while they're cheap. Of course, this is just my opinion, guys. We are moving into set 9, and there are a few strategies that are getting support. So based off that, based off a little bit of research, I'm going to tell you guys a few cards I think you should pick up before prices go up, potentially after the support comes out. Because we don't know all the set 9 support yet, but we know the general archetypes that are being supported. So for those reasons, I'm going to try and help you guys beat the price buyouts, get stuff a little bit early before it may rise. Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss a video. And guys, we want to see you guys at the Dalen Mac Tournament of Power in February. I'm going to link it in the description below. I believe in this tournament. I believe in my teammates, and this is going to be the biggest tournament of the year. We want you to be there. Make sure you check it out down in the description below. With that being said, we will hop right into this. So, firstly, we've got Perfect Force Cell. Now, if you guys saw my the video on my channel, or if you guys have been following the Facebook group or the Dragon Ball Super website, you would know that Cell is finally getting new support. Long-awaited Cell support. People have been waiting for this for several sets now, since the 3-drop Cell got limited to 1 back in the day. But we know Cell's getting new support. The kicker, though, is that we don't know if the old Cell chain is getting any direct support. We saw the Cell structure deck stuff, and it looks like they're creating a new chain. They may also be creating a new chain in the main set. We don't know. But in the main set, they could also just directly support the Perfect Force Cell, the old Cell chain. Now, what could they do for that? Maybe they'll create a 4-drop Union Absorb that goes into the 5-drop that then goes into Perfect Force Cell. Maybe they'll do something like that. Maybe they'll keep the 3-drop Cell at 1 and create a new chain that goes into this. But we don't know yet. So what I'm going to recommend to you guys is pick up your Perfect Force Cells now while they're at $10 a copy. This is a very old SR, and if you guys have been in the game for a while now, you would remember that Perfect Force Cell, when it is in meta, when it is popular, this card is usually pretty expensive. I remember this card, the SR version, ranging anywhere from like $15 to $20 a copy. And if we go down and look at the market price, it looks like for a long time they were about $6 per copy. But you see now the lowest listing is $9.89. So that means that these are starting to go on the rise, but I don't think they're as high as they may be yet. If this card becomes playable again, I don't doubt this thing shooting up to anywhere like $20 per copy. We see the higher end of Perfect Force Cell selling at around $20 per copy. So I definitely would recommend picking this up now. If you're a Cell fan, if you never had the Cell chain before, or if you like sold your old Cell chain when it was worth money, I would recommend reinvesting in it now, just because we don't know what that main set Cell stuff is going to do, like I said before. Likewise, if you're a huge rarity person, if you want the SPR cells, and in my opinion, guys, this is one of the nicest looking SPRs in the entire game, I'm going to strongly recommend you pick up your Perfect Force Cells now. Again, they are sitting at around $23 per copy. Might be out of the price range of some other people, but this isn't like a video telling you guys, oh, this is like 50 cents, you should pick it up. This is a video more talking about, I think this is a good price for this card in particular, and I think you should pick them up. So if you look again at the market price, it looks like for a while they were sitting around $17 per copy. Again, even though this card has not been meta relevant for several formats now, this is one of the nicer looking SPRs in the game. It's from set 2. It's pretty hard to get. So it seems like there is a roughly $5 rise in price, which seems to be similar to the SR version. And if we go down and look at the other prices, it increases pretty quickly. So you can get 4 of them for about $88, a little more than that, probably roughly $90 after shipping and everything. So for $90 you can get a playset of SPR cells. I do think that is a good price if you really want the SPRs, because like I said, it's easily moving up to, we have a playset down here for $50 per copy. So if all these lower end ones get bought out, you're going to be stuck buying the $50 copies. And that's only if you really want the high rarity. Again, the low rarity, high rarity, they do the same thing. I'm just kind of giving you guys a heads up just in case something does happen and we do get really good main deck Cell support. Just want you guys to be prepared for that. Next up, Piccolo the Cunning Strategist. This card is currently at $5 per copy. The market price is still at $5, so it hasn't gone up too much yet. Looks like this has been sitting at $5 for a decent amount of time, and we do have the foil versions as well at $13 per copy. This is a card I would pick up now, because if Baby Parasitic Menace is any evidence, any power booster could shoot up in price overnight, depending on the support. This guy, a lot of people think that he only works with Namekians, but he also plays 4 cost or less Universe 7s from your hand, and he's basically a turn 3 cheat-in for any turn 4 U7. And we do know that there is a Warrior of Universe 7 leader coming out, at least one. There may be more than one coming out, but we know there's at least one. So that means you can play this guy with any of the strong 4-drop U7s that happen to come out in the main set. Again, we saw the U7 structure deck. We didn't see anything that works too well with this card right off the bat, but there are a lot more cards to come out in the main set. So I would recommend picking up Piccolo, Cunning, Strategist. Let's take a quick look at the rest of the price points. It looks like it's pretty consistent, $5 to $6, and there are a lot in stock right now. And if you want your foils, I'd also recommend picking them up at that $12 price range, because, you know, what are the foil babies right now? I want to say around $50 per copy. So if this card becomes just as strong as Parasitic Menace becomes, it's going to shoot up to about $50 per copy. If this card becomes half as strong as Parasitic Menace is, it could be anywhere from like $25 to $30 per copy for the foils. The non-foils could go up to $20. These are just like you know, fractions and comparisons that I'm making in my head, but the point being, guys, this card can easily shoot up if it turns out there is a really strong playable U7 card with this. So keep that in mind, guys. Also, good to have if there ever is a Piccolo simulated ability reprint. You're going to want this card as well. Next up, At All Costs Vegeta. Again, we're getting U7 support. I think this is the cheapest that At All Costs Vegeta has really ever been. You know, in its peak when it was really good, it sat at around $20 per copy for a while, sat around $15 per copy for a while, and this card has been reprinted, but again, it's got reprinted in the draft box, so it doesn't necessarily make its odds of being pulled all that much better. It just means there's a few more in circulation, which is definitely a good thing for the price point, but I can easily see this card shooting up to $10 per copy if we see some strong support come along with this. We know Red Yellow is getting a battering laser. You never know if Blue Red's getting one too for U7 specifically, and that could make At All Costs Vegeta shoot up rapidly in price. We see a light play one here for $3.50 per copy. If we go down a little bit, it looks like $3 to $4 is the average price range, and this, I believe, is the OG At All Costs Vegeta. The reprint from the draft box is expected to be a little bit cheaper, so I'd recommend picking this up now. I mean, this is a good card to have a playset of. When Blue was really popular, when like Blue Hurrigarden was really popular, this card was really popular, and I can easily see this card, this massive triple striker, for pretty cheap energy costs. I can see this card definitely coming back into the meta if the right support shapes around it. And of course, guys, this is all an investment. You know, these are just my opinions, and these are investments you're going to make based on what may or may not come out in the main set. So just keep that in mind as well as you're looking and listening through this video. Next up, we know we're getting some boost support, and one thing I want to mention with the boost support, guys, apparently it's been leaked that the Boo leader will be black, and that means that, you know, there's going to be a decent amount of black support. I guess the black cards in set 9 are going to revolve around Majin Buu, but that does not mean that there isn't going to be a Boo deck. It doesn't mean that the black Boo stuff won't support the old red blue stuff. It can easily be a tricolor deck, kind of like Skillless. It can easily be black leader, new black Boo cards, and old blue and red Boo cards. And Ultimate Evil Majin Buu, for example, it evolves over any Boo. It doesn't care what color it is. So if they come out with a new Boo boss monster and you have the blue energy charge, the one blue energy charge to evolve into this guy, this card can easily be a powerhouse in the deck. Almost like a Heartfelt Plea, for instance. Like, you play a strong Boo, almost like Heartfelt Plea decks play a 25k red card, and then you evolve into Evil Majin Buu, and you finish off the game that way. Now, this card is only sitting at around $2 per copy if you count the shipping costs. If we scroll down, that's pretty consistent. It's only about $2 per copy. But this card, again, is an old SR. It's from set 3. I can easily see this card shooting up anywhere from like $5 to $10 per copy if this archetype, and if this card is playable in that archetype, I can easily see that being a thing. Likewise, guys, Innocence Cannon Majin Buu, 50 cents per copy. That's not even for the non-foil version. The foil version of this card right now is 50 cents per copy. I would pick this up even if you don't care about the Boo stuff, even if you don't care about anything revolving around Boo or like what's that deck called, AOD, Agents of Destruction. I'd recommend picking this up, guys. 50 cents per copy for an anniversary box foil, it's a steal. You can't beat it. So I'd recommend picking it up, especially if you're a Majin Buu fan. This is just a price that you really can't beat. And you never know, guys. There could be a card in the Boo deck that brings this out. There could be an Evolve Chain in the Boo deck that brings this out. And of course, this is going to be a valid counterattack because the leader is, you know, almost 100% going to be a Majin. And they might even make a Babidi leader. Who knows? On the banner here on the front page, we've got Babidi and Deborah cards. So it seems like they're going to support the whole Kid Buu theme. So I'd strongly recommend that. And the final card, guys, that we're going to go over in today's video, Jiren Universe's Strongest. Again, an older SR. It's from almost 5 sets ago. It's sitting at about $2 per copy if you count shipping, and it's an SR. We know Jiren's getting new support. I almost feel like Jiren is going to get red-yellow support, not like green-yellow support or blue-yellow support. I do feel like Jiren's going to get red-yellow support because we do have the few red U11 cards from the draft box. So I almost feel like Jiren's going to get a bunch of red-yellow cards that are going to make him a lot more playable. I'd recommend picking up his old SR. This could be the wing edition of the deck. They could create a way to cheat this out. They could create a way to eliminate some specified cost. Who knows, guys? But that's just a recommendation I would make for you if you're looking forward to the U11 support. But guys, those are just my opinions. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Are these good pickups? Are there better pickups? Let us know in the comments below, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.